Good morning. The Old Fisherman back with you again. We just caught us a nice Dolly Whopper Jumbo Delight white perch, and I turned on the camera for another morning of fishing on Wednesday. And we back at the perch here early this morning. I started, instead of going to the catfish over there and messing, I saved some time, come straight over here to the perch. Hopefully we can catch a couple early. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe I've been waiting too late to go perch fishing. So we're going to drop it down here. We're in 29 foot of water. We're on a little place I caught a few yesterday, and we're going to try to catch some more of these white perch before it gets so hot during the day. Hey, you got to love it. The Old Fisherman is trying his best to catch a few perch here. Caught catfish last couple of days, and there's one. There's one. Old perch is biting. We got an old gup shrimp out there on them this morning. Single gup shrimp. And we're going to try to catch them, and they're pretty good size too. Hey, we'll catch them too, I guarantee you on that. People, I want to tell y'all that I got all messed up yesterday. I was reading my emails coming over here, and I'm thinking that somebody, I was pointing out the wrong guy that I thought had wrote what they had wrote on my show. I Googled a guy, and a guy come up, and then I somehow or another I got confused, and it was a fella trying to, catfish hunter was trying to defend me, and I was thinking he was the one doing it, but I apologize, catfish hunter. He good fella trying to back me up, and I got all messed up and was thinking it was somebody else, but hey, I still don't know who that Lee is. So, you know, you can Google the guy's name and it comes up with a picture, but I'm not worried about this. This is the last time I'm going to speak about that. But we on but I want to apologize to old catfish hunter. He's a young boy, and I was thinking it was him there because I wasn't reading my emails right. I was trying to do it, and I ought not be reading emails coming up the highway. That's a bad thing for the old fisherman to be doing. Hey, we on some perch, people. Hey, we on some perch this morning on Lake Monticello. Hey, and we are going to catch them, and they hit. I mean, that is magnum perch. That's almost a dipping perch. Look at the size of that white perch. People, oh my, look at that. Huh? Look at there at that white perch. That is a super duper magnum jumbo delight, anything you want to call it. And I'm in hog heaven because I'm catching a couple perch this morning, and you got to love it. The Old Fisherman, early this morning, he comes straight to the perch hole instead of messing with the catfish, and maybe I've been waiting too late to go perch fishing. Maybe. Hey, because they down there. They down there. I'll tell you that right now. They down there. Look at that. Oh, my, and they good ones, too. They good ones. On Lake Monticello, once again, catching white perch, and we're going to catch them, boy. It's been so long I ain't caught any. I am ready to catch some of these white perch, and I ain't gonna put the 3 rig out and catch 3 at a time and might run them off. I'm gonna stick with the 1 at a time and enjoy catching these doggone white perch 1 at a time until they quit, and they're liable to quit in a second. Who knows? These babies, they're liable to quit in a second. But I really think I could probably catch them 3 at a time right now, because them good ones out there. Them good ones. I mean good ones. That ain't quite as big as the other one, but hey, he's good enough. He's good enough, people. Uh-oh, missed the bucket, doggone, hit the net. I don't hardly ever miss that bucket, but I sure just missed it. I got to get down there and get that fish. I missed the bucket. Can you believe the Old Fisherman missed a barrel? A 55-gallon drum barrel? Net got in the way. All right, hey, you got to love it. We're going to catch them, too. We're going to catch them. I got a feeling we're going to catch them today. These fish are so funny. They go for days and not biting, and all of a sudden they go to eating it up, and here they are today eating it up. It's a prime example. They're eating it up. I mean, eating it up. Lake Monticello, white perch again. Oh my, and the bottom is covered at 29 foot. Covered. I'm talking covered. I know I need to throw out the 3 rig, and I don't even have a jig on one of them. Oh my, I hate to take time to do it. I swanted it down there. I know I can catch them 3 at a time. I know it. I got a feeling. I got a feeling, people. I got a feeling. If I put another jig on, I can catch 3 at a time down there right now. I just got a feeling. And you know how it is when old fisherman gets a feeling. It's usually true. My goodness. Anyhow, I need to not do that. I need to keep them going. I need to keep them going. I'll even lost them. Get my focus off of something else and fish is going to get gone. They hitting, they down there too. I'm talking, they down there. Gotta keep them going though. See what happened when I get my mind on something else? I don't catch no fish. I got my mind on putting a 3 rig out. Might have messed myself up. Oh, no. You can't let them get lax, I'm telling you. They will quit. They will quit. Exactly what he done. Doggone it. Bear with me. The old fisherman might have messed up trying to change things here. But I had them going. Might have messed up. I believe they was getting ready to eat it up. Now I let them lax. And now I'm paying the price. Doggone 3 rig in my mind done that. That's what happened. Lack of focus, 3 rig, and then they gone. Then they gone, people. Well, we're gonna throw it out now. They cost me all that time of catching fish, apparently. And it's some good ones out there too. It was a couple of good ones. See if we stir them up. That's all we got to do is stir them up. We got to get them back under us. I think what happened, you start catching a couple of ones from around you come to you, and then when you quit catching, when you slack up on it, they leave. Now they're not even bumping, so I got off of them, they left me. They come through and left is what they done. They just swim right on by me. So hopefully we can get back on some more. Hopefully. I want to tell y'all fellas, I want to tell you a little story right quick while I'm trying to get back on these fish. My brother used to shoot bow and arrow. Man, he was some more good bow and arrow shooter. Donald Cumberlander. And this was a recurve bro back in the day. And he used to shoot balloons off a board. And I seen him talk a man into for $5 a whole balloon while he shot it out of his hand with a bow and arrow. Seen it, couldn't believe it, but I seen it. The man done it for $5. And he shot an arrow through a balloon the man was holding. And hey, I still to this day can't believe that man jeopardized his life for $5, but he did. I want to tell you that little story. My brother, he's a good bow hunter, killed a lot of deer with his bow and arrow. Got me into hunting. In fact, the first deer I ever killed was with a bow and arrow. But he was some kind of archery hunter. Killed a bunch of them. He done like me now and got too old to pull the bow back. Too decrepit. There's a fish finally. Get him going again. Doggone. Lake Monticello, you got to love it. Hey, whoa. I think we got 2, I ain't sure. No, we got but 1. Joker pulling like he's 2. We got but 1. There's one hitting the other. Doggone. Coming back in. It's like they come in waves, is what it is. Come in waves. You got to love it, though. Boy, that sun is bright this morning. I think the joker done jerked my jig, my shrimp off my jig, wet fish. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. See if we can get 2 or 3. Hey, yeah. There goes 2. There goes 2. I know we got 2. At least I think we do. There's one bigger. Might have 3. Who knows? Who knows? We got 3 at a time. Lake Monticello, you got to love it. The Old Fisherman doing it again on Lake Monticello with white perch, and 3 at a time. They're starting back to fight, and that's what I love. I got 1 on the bone, 1 on the you got to love it jig, and 1 on the gup shrimp. At one time, people, you got to love it. The Old Fisherman is doing it again today. Lake Monticello. Hey, we had such a slow day yesterday. I just figured that, hey, maybe they'll bite today, because they sure didn't bite yesterday morning. So they biting a little bit this morning, hopefully. Hopefully. I tell you what, I got me a mess right here. I got jigs everywhere. I think that I jerked the skirt off my other jig. I got it laying out there, but I think I jerked the skirt off it. Nope, hit it coming up, so it ain't off. It's still on there. I'm gonna pull it in and see if we can catch it 3 at a time. Since they're biting it. 3 at a time is what we want today. Hopefully we can catch a bunch of them. Now I got them coming under me again. Coming, I see them on the fish finder. Get them going. What we got to do is get them going. There he was. One bumped it. One bumped it. Doggone, one bumped it. There he is. Hit it again. Hit it again. They hitting it. They hitting it, but they ain't taking it. I tell you, they come and go real quick too. Real quick. And they were all up under me, now they're gone again. Really didn't see one to take it. We're in shallow water, so they do spook out in the shallow water. When you're in real deep water, they don't spook as bad. You get in real at 20-something foot of water, they spook. They sure spook. I want to give a shout out to old buddy of mine, old Timmy Nichols, works for SENG. His guys wrote me yesterday to say, give a shout out to old Timmy. He's one of my biggest fans. And I seen him this morning. He going to work and I'm going fishing. I know that kills him. He gave me some crappie jigs one time. Good old boy. Like him a lot. Old Timmy Nichols works for SENG. Good fella, good friend of mine. And I sure hate it, Timmy. I'm out here fishing and you working. I wish you was in the boat with me. And I know you'd like to be here with me too. So, shout out to old Timmy. Timmy Nichols. Oh, Lord, he hit it. He hit it. I just missed him. These jokers are coming and going. They all over this flat. They rooming is what they doing. And they get them under to stay under is the problem. Now, they hit that 3 rig, caught 3 at a time, then guess what? They gone. They gone. Just that quick. They gone. I don't understand it. Back when I was growing up, I had the nickname a snake. I pitched baseball and fairly good at it, I guess. And we won the state championship in 1970 at Chapin High School. And I pitched the last game. Me and Leland Till were pitchers, and we swapped back and forth. Back then, you didn't have a couple of pitchers, and you had to pitch. I mean, your arm get hurt, and they put red hot liniment on it to keep on pitching. Nowadays, they won't let you do that, and I messed my shoulder up. That's one of the reasons my shoulder's messed up. But I got the nickname Snake. Oh, Mr. Till. After the game, of course, we out there holding up the trophy, and all the teams around me. I was the pitcher. And we have won the state championship down in Orangeburg, and I'm holding up the trophy. But back then they put the picture in the paper. They didn't have TV. You know, nowadays all that stuff had been on TV. But they put the picture in the paper the next day and wrote an article on why they named me. My nickname was Snake. Now, well, I don't really remember, and I can really say that how that happened. But by the article, it said that I was sitting there and didn't know nobody was around me telling a story. And I'm still telling stories, but try to tell the truth. But telling a story about fishing. Said I went fishing today and I seen this huge snake took the fish off my hook. Come up, took the fish off my hook. And it's just the biggest snake I'd ever seen. Well, in that story, the man's listening to me, and then after I got through talking to myself a little bit, like I do, I said, shoot, I ain't seen no snake. I ain't even been fishing. Why I want to say that? And the man heard me, and that nickname Snake, stuck with me all these years. And of course, that's what they tell me the reason. I don't know. I thought it was other reasons, but hey, they claim that's the reason that they nicknamed me Snake. Mr. Till took credit for that, but And I still don't even know if it was Bart Till or his daddy, Mr. Till, but one of them took credit of that. I think Bart thinks he did. But I'll tell you right now, back in my day in high school, they wouldn't even let the girls and the boys take recess together. You believe that? They had different ends of the hall we had to go to. Sure did. They were strict. Well, back then they had a paddle about 4 foot long, or it might have been 4 foot, 2.5 foot long, with holes drilled in it. If you got out of hand, they'd use that paddle on you right in front of the class. They'd make you bend over, grab your ankles, and here it comes. Well, back when I was in about 11th grade, I'm guessing, best I can remember, about 11th grade, old Bart Till was a teacher. There's one, was a teacher. And I was dating this little gal, and she was sitting behind me. And you know, his version's probably going to be different from my version. I don't know which one's true. I don't remember real well what happened on that one. But hey, it happened. I know that. But she sat behind me, and I don't know. I thought I reached back and grabbed her ankle. And he said I looked down and was looking under her dress. I don't do no stuff like that, I don't think. But it happened. And he caught me. That sucker brought me up front of the class and laid one on me. You could hear it coming. Whop! Hit me and knocked me about 3 feet. Now he laid one on me. To this day I ain't forgot the pain of that lick. But now the real reason why it happened, I don't know. He comes up with all kind of stories. But that's the way I remember. I thought I reached down and grabbed the ankle, was kind of rubbing on the ankle back there. An awful thing I reckon to do. But hey, kids do all kind of crazy things. But I got me a spanking because of that. From Bart Till, probably the hardest lick I ever had in my life. I'm telling you, he laid it to me. I ain't forgot that lick today. I don't really know exactly why it was there or what happened in the story, but hey, I ain't forgot that lick today. And I think old Bark is watching my videos, so maybe he'll get a kick out of me bringing him up. I know he's gonna like giving me the biggest lick I ever had. I thought my daddy could swing a paddle, but old Bart laid one on me. Hey. Back in my day, people, they didn't spare the belt. Hey, I done something wrong, I get the belt. Kids got the belt back then, or the switch. I never forget my mama say, go out and cut me a switch. You got to get a switch. Now, that's awful to make a person go out and cut his own switch and get spanked with. Hey, I go out and find me a little one. I wasn't going to get no big switch. No. I got me a little switch. My mama was Sarah Cumberlander. Hey, good woman, but Lord have mercy, she could give you a spanking. Woo! I'm not kidding you. She could give you a spanking. And that's what people did back then. Kids was done wrong, they got a spanking. Nowadays, they want to lock you up. But that's the difference in times, people. I can imagine a teacher bending a student over now and hitting him with a paddle. My goodness, he'd be on headline news. But that's the way it was back in the day. In the 60s, when it was. Late 60s. Now what happened to these fish? Doggone it. Them rascals. They're around here somewhere. We got to find them. Catch a couple, nice ones. Boom, gone. It's amazing to me. It's just plumb amazing to me. How it keeps happening. Now I don't see nothing nowhere. And where could they be? Did they go in shallower? Did they go out deeper? They got to be around here somewhere. They ain't went out the bottom of the lake. And I don't see a one on that fish finder. Not a one. I'm going to ease back up here and see if we can find them. Troll around here till we get a bite. Maybe they moved into the bank. Maybe, you know, yesterday I was catching them perch on them worms closer to the bank. Them jokers might be in there 10 foot of water. I'm out here in 30. That's probably what's happening. I'm probably just, they probably heard them other ones biting out here. They come running out here to see what it was and went back. Let's think like that anyhow. So we're going to move in here a little bit shallower, right on his head. I see a couple fish flipping in there. That might be them. I'm moving in there feeding on some kind of shad in there. You never know with these white perch. And I'm going to tell you something. It seems like they start biting better with the single rig, and then you put out the 3 rig when you catch 3 at a time. So I think I need to go back to the single rig, and we need to get in here 20 couple foot of water instead of 30 something foot of water. and see if we can stir some more of these perch up. I'm telling you, we gotta stir some more up. Lake Monticello again on a beautiful day, and if it gets as hot as it did yesterday, I ain't staying past lunch. My goodness, it was some more hot out here yesterday. Hey, so you better catch them quick or you ain't gonna catch them. It's that simple. Unless you're gonna have an umbrella to get on. All right, perches, let's beat on the boat. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I hear lately beating on the boat ain't working either. I swear it ain't. I still think he's flipping in the shallow. I'm thinking they're in the shallow. That one hit it. One hit it right there. Slow down here and see if we catch one. I had a hard time yesterday. I caught a few fish, but it sure wasn't that to brag about. I can tell you that. I already caught more perch today in that little time than I caught yesterday. We already got a few. Hey, and they're nice ones. But then they quit. If they'd have stayed biting for 30 minutes, that's all we need. 30 minutes of perch catching. You can catch 40 perch, especially when you start catching them 3 at a time. But hey, they gone again, like they always do. Try to catch another, and I'm gonna have to make a little short video and turn it back on and make another one. I can't eat up all my film. They ain't biting, and that's why it's so hard to make a video, people. They bite for a few minutes now, and they used to in the winter. They don't do that, man. They bite and they get under you and kill them. But in the warmer weather, them suckers will leave you, and it's like they ain't in the lake. Is what gets me. Where did they go? Can't find them nowhere. And I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again today. You go to looking, riding and looking, once in a blue moon that pays off. Most of the time, if you find an area they're in, you better stay there and fish and quit looking. Put a hook in the water and make sure you fishing right, or you will not catch it. Right now, we're not catching them. I'm going to pull in a little shallow if we don't find them. I'm going to turn the video off. We're going to go back out and try to get on another batch and make another video is what we're going to do. In Lake Monticello this morning on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. Hope y'all liked my little fish cleaning video yesterday. I set my table. That's my shrimp table, that round table I had. I got that thing where I can collapse it, and when I go shrimping, it's a wire reel top, a half of a wire reel, and I put Formica on the top of it and cut the hole in the middle. And I got a thing set up where you can put a bucket underneath, and when you pinch your shrimp heads off, it slides it to the middle and they fall down into a bucket. And that thing's designed, when we used to go shrimping at Beaufort, is designed to sit there, and you sit with bar stools by it and clean a D-head shrimp. And that's why I made that little thing. But I toted that thing all the way about 100 yards up there to the goldfish pond. Hey, back there where I clean fish is around my wood pile, and it ain't nothing but old wood hanging around. I didn't want to show you all that junk. So I got it up there by the goldfish pond and try to make the scenery look a little bit better. Last time I done a fishing video, I done it down there on that same table, but I done it down there, and I had old wood piles and buckets in behind, and my wife gave me the devil about making a video down there with all that trash. Ain't that much trash, it's just a country place, man. It's wood. I heat with wood, and I got piles of wood down there stored on the sheds. Hey, the old fisherman, he'll do what it takes to save a dime. That light bill gets too high for me to heat with I guess when I get tired of cutting wood, I keep 5 years of wood ahead of time, and I still heat with wood. It heats my whole house. I don't turn my heater. We got a couple little ceramic heaters we put around in the bathroom sometimes, and I got a heat lamp in the bathroom. But we conserve. We run that fire, and my wife's got to have it warm in the winter. Hey, she got to have it 80 degrees. So I can't afford to run the electricity or electric heater until it gets 80 degrees, so I burn wood. It's what I do. And these fish has done laid it to me. It shows the world, catch a few, get my hopes up, and guess what? Same old, gone. But I got news for them. we're gonna let you go, and I'll start another video. Hey, but I want to tell you a little story about my brother shooting them balloons out that boy's hand. I still can't get over that. I bet he wouldn't. He can't either. You know, when you're young, you do crazy things. Man, anything could have happened. He could have killed that boy. I don't know why he done that, but hey, he did. And we lived through it. Shoot, we used to get in fights with BB guns, shooting barks off the tree by your head. We was crazy. Wouldn't do it now. Wouldn't let my youngest do it. Not the things I did. I was squirrel hunting at 8 years old with a shotgun. My daddy would never let me shoot the rifle, but he let me take the shotgun. I think about that now. My goodness, what a chance he was taking. But hey, I was raised up with guns and hunting. Nowadays, I know I wouldn't let my 8-year-old go out there with no shotgun and go squirrel hunting. But hey, it wasn't in the houses. I mean, it was woods. We was in the country. And I go squirrel hunting. And we eat them too. I ain't eat a squirrel in 40 years. But let me tell you, when I was a kid, we raised up eating squirrels, rabbits. We had quail. We raised quail, rabbits. And heck, Daddy would even catch a possum and pin him up. And they feed him grits and stuff off the table until they cleaned him out. And then hey, I hate to admit it, but I've eaten roast possum, and hey, it's good eating. It's like a little pig, and that sucker's good eating. But hey, I don't want none now. But back in that day, we were surviving. I mean, we were surviving. We eat off the land, lived off the land, and worked hard to make a living. And didn't make any money, didn't have nothing. But you know what? We didn't know no better. We was happy. Once you've been put in this modern world now and had to go back to that, it'd be kind of tough. But hey, we didn't know nothing about a modern world. We were simple. We were simple. I remember when we got our first TV, black and white, had 3 channels. I was happy as I could be. I get to see Bonanza. Bonanza! Boy, that was my favorite TV show. You didn't have a lot to pick from back then, people. Sunday night, Bonanza, 9 o'clock, I think it was, if I can remember. I loved Bonanza. Loved Joe and Hoss and Adam and old man Ben. Golly, what a group that was. Never could figure out how they had that old big mansion though back then. They had some stuff in that beautiful place. You know that couldn't have been real. You reckon? I don't know. They sure made a TV show out of it though. Bonanza. Then it got stepped on up to Little Rascals. My goodness, who doesn't love the Little Rascals? And Petey, the dog. People, you don't have shows like that no more. And Andy Griffith. Tell you what life would have, how it's changed, huh? How it has changed. You got to love it though. You can't hold back technology. It's amazing. People that ain't been born yet is gonna look back at us right now and say, man, them people didn't have nothing. Just like I'm looking back thinking my childhood, we had nothing. They're gonna have so much more that we can't even begin to believe. Another generation is gonna look back at us. As modern as we are, hey, they had running water back. We got a TV. We thought we was modern back in the day. I remember the old dial telephones. A long time ago, people. A long time ago. I don't know how many times. Hey, and we shared a telephone with the neighbors. I mean, you liable to get on the phone and somebody else would be talking. We shared a line. You had to wait. They got off the phone. I was telling them, hey, I got an emergency call. Make them get off the phone, especially some of these older ladies getting to talking trash. Man, I remember my mama had some girlfriends she called. They talked for hours. Anybody else want to use the phone down the street at another house, they had to say, y'all mind getting off the phone. We got an emergency over here. And they sitting there talking about cooking, making apple pies and blackberry pies and that kind of thing. Hey, I heard them talk. I know what they're talking about. And a new dress they was making. They ain't buy them, they made them. So you tell me that 20, 30 years from now, it ain't going to be the same way that we looking back even with the technology we got now, that's going to be probably so more advanced than we are now that they're going to think we were behind. Hey, how about 8-track stereo? Cassettes. My goodness. I remember I used to play that 8-track. Bernadette. I love those Bernadette back in the 60s. And the Beatles. Boy, life's changed. Hey, we getting to talking too much. We ain't catching no fish. But I want to tell y'all a couple stories, and we caught a couple fish, and I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm not focusing, and people, when I don't focus, we don't catch no fish, and you know that. I will try to focus for about 30 seconds before I turn it off, see if I can catch another without talking. If I can keep this mouth of mine shut for a few minutes and focus. That was my problem in school. I had to talk. I couldn't focus. That's why I was a C student. That's exactly why I was a C student, because I can't focus. But now I can focus as long as I make myself focus. And that's focusing on fishing. You know, it's funny how you don't do so good in school, then you get in the real world and they put you on the spot. I went through the IBW, and next thing you know, my boss said, I want you to go do a daggone a aircraft hangar at McIntyre. Hey, I wasn't up but about 23 years old. An aircraft hangar, I don't know nothing about an aircraft hangar. Explosion-proof fittings. I mean, we learned it in school, but I never had done it. And I said, okay. And I had a fella help me. His name was Earl Grant. Earl was a fine fella. Real smart. And I think he's got his own business now. I don't know. Maybe Earl's looking at my videos. Who knows? But me and Earl went down to McIntyre Air Force Base. Never forget it. And done an aircraft hangar, just me and him. And people, that was something. Somebody lay that in your lap, and you got that. It's kind of like jumping in the water. You either swim or drown. And that's the spot I was put on. And I went down there and I proved to myself that, hey, maybe I ain't a C student. Maybe I'm a little better than a C student. So all you people out there is not doing real good in school, that don't mean nothing. Because you can contribute to society. And when you get out, and a lot of times you don't know what your capabilities are. You have no clue of what your capabilities are in life until you get put on a spot to where you got to swim or drown. And when you get put on that spot, hey, then you make things happen. And that's what I did. I got put on a spot and got forced into something I really didn't want to do. But a lot of times, hey, it takes taking that step, and it's hard to take a step into the darkness, so to say. Hey, once you take that step and you prove to yourself that you can do something, then you start getting confidence. Kind of like these videos, talking in front of this camera. Once you prove to yourself, hey, you didn't do so bad a job, you can get out here and talk all day long. So just to show you, hey, that you can succeed, don't ever give up, and you don't know what kind of hidden abilities you might have to contribute to life. And hey, that's what it's all about. You go through life and you just existing, that's okay, but that ain't what you want to do. You want to contribute. You want to put something back to society. Try to do something worthwhile before it's too late. And the old fisherman is out here trying to preach again like he always does. We caught a couple little white perch. Oh, Lord, I throwed him back. Hey, we caught a couple white perch, and you know, I thought it got me. Hey, I got about 10 in there, I reckon. And they ain't so bad, but we told a couple stories. But y'all remember, contribute to life, don't just exist. And try to help others and do the best you can do. Get that hidden potential brought out of you that you don't even know you got. It's there. And find it and do something with it. The Old Fisherman, I'll be back with you again later. See ya.